supposed to visit her uncle here in SoCal, but now she's missing and her boyfriend is currently wanted. She headed out on a road trip in her black Jeep with her boyfriend Tyler Stratton and a dog. Then the 33-year-old mother disappeared in Moriarty, New Mexico. Authorities say there were signs of trouble. A witness claims Stratton punched Alcaraz in the face. Sheriff's deputies have a report showing her black eye. Stratton says he was also hit. Neither wanted to press charges. They left the police station separately. Her sister now speaking out after not hearing from her for weeks.
Her eye was already turning black, and you could tell she was beat up pretty bad. There's a lot of possibilities that I'm scared of after not hearing from her for 3 weeks now.
Alcaraz was supposed to continue on to California with a family friend, but on the day they were supposed to leave, she went to find her boyfriend. After that, her sister got a text on May 9th saying she was in Arizona and still driving, but that was the last contact they had. Her sister worries they may have gotten into another fight or crashed. Tyler Stratton has an unrelated arrest warrant out of Tennessee tied to a theft charge. Her family now hoping she's found alive and well.
Just been fighting this morning. Some personal issues.
It was a long day. We were camping yesterday, and camping got out supplies and stuff. I'm sorry I hit the bump there.
I was distracting him from driving. I'm sorry.
Can I get you to step out of the vehicle for me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Just hang tight right there. Do you mind if I take your keys and just put them on your hood?
Yeah, but I'm so
Thank
sorry.
you. Oh, no, you're fine. You want to tell me what's going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just some days I have really bad OCD, and
Okay.
I was just cleaning and straightening up back of the van before, and I was apologizing to him and saying, I'm sorry that I'm so mean, because sometimes I have OCD and sometimes I just get really frustrated. Not like mean towards him. I just I guess my vibe is like I hear me like in a bad mood.
You want to do me a favor? Let's go ahead and get you to step out of the vehicle, alrighty? Come on over here. You're not in any trouble right now. So, tell me what's going on.
She just gets worked up sometimes, and I try and really distance myself from her. So like I lock the car and I walk away from her. What happened this morning is that she's trying to start up like her own little website blog and everything. So I give her time. And we really had a nice morning and everything, but she just worked up because we were trying to get going and get our day going because we want to go like garden before the second time.
Okay. You want to tell me about those scratches on your face?
She had her cell phone in her hand. That's why I was pushing her away. It's because she wanted me. I locked the keys so I could walk away. I said, let's just take a breather and let's not, go anywhere. Let's just calm down for a minute. She was getting a little worked up, and then she had her phone and was trying to get the keys for me. So I got away. I was just trying to. I know I shouldn't push, but I was just trying to push her away to go. Let's just take a minute, step back, and breathe. And she got me with her phone.
Can I see your hand? Oh, you got a mark right here.
Oh, that's from a wire.
That's from a wire?
Yeah.
You want to tell me about hitting that curb?
Hitting the curb was her grabbing the wheel.
She grabbed the wheel?
Yeah. She said, I can't believe we're getting pulled over, and then she grabbed the wheel.
This is a very, very important question. How you answer this question is going to determine what happens next. But the only person who can answer this question is you. Think very hard before you answer the question. Do not quickly answer it. Think very hard. When you slapped him those times, were you attempting to cause him physical pain or physical impairment? Was that what you were attempting to do to him? What were you attempting to do? What was the reason behind the slapping and stuff? What was it you were attempting to accomplish by slapping?
I was trying to get him to stop telling me something.
Well, it doesn't sound to me like she attempted to injure him.
I am separating the two of you tonight. Okay? I want you guys both to be tonight away from each other, relax, breathe, crying, because there's no reason to be crying now, okay? I understand that this can feel like it's a nightmare, but you're coming out as the golden flower on top of the nut, okay?
This is any parents. absolute nightmare. We'll go wherever it takes to find it. It's about protecting your kid, but it's also about doing the right thing. You know, and the right thing is giving the information to us so we can get Gabby home.
If someone asserts the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent, or the Sixth Amendment, right to have an attorney, that they're hiding something. And so I think it's smart for this attorney to say, look, my client's not hiding anything. I'm advising him not to speak at this time, and he's willing to follow my advice at this time. He's not saying we won't give a statement ever. Maybe down the road there will come a time when there'll be some quid pro quo, and they'll talk with the government and say, look, we'll give a statement, but we want some concessions from you as to what that will do and how that will be used in the case. He's hiding something. But even still, he's probably smart by not giving a statement at this time.
They are fighting actively.
A couple of Georgia cops saw a black couple walking down the street. Saw a little bit of tussling, I guess, whatever the hell he saw, but he decided to peel off down the street, floor it, cross back over through the grass to damn near hit them so he could snatch and arrest folks, because that's how you pull off good police work. As we're seeing, this is pretty common. But as you saw, the woman there said, we were playing, whatever it was. Even if you don't believe her, why is the aggression on 100? You notice this, where the aggression starts? Even the man on the ground with a face in the ground who had no idea 5 seconds before this was happening, he's even telling her, calm down, let it happen. How many times do citizens have to be the calm ones while police act like absolute savage animals? It's like a dog running out of the woods. You're like, oh my God, nobody knows what this dog is going to do because it's only focused on violence. This is what these cops are doing now. That woman, her name is DeeDee Anderson, and she posted, once they saw the body cam footage of this whole thing, she was also arrested and taken to jail too. But it turns out it wasn't just the cops seeing this. It was another instance of someone calling the cops and going, here, I need these people arrested because I don't like what I see. I'm scared. And if you're following someone's call, maybe investigate before you dive out of your car. Let's watch that part, though.
Like physical? Yeah, like physical. That's what I'm saying. Well, do you know which way they went? To the left. Okay, I'll look for them. I saw them earlier walking. Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Does that sound like a reputable story there? So you saw him put his hands on her, right? I mean, it was, I need to know if he touched her. I need to know if he touched her, because I can't wait to jump on him. What'd you say, it was a black couple? Yes. Can't wait. So if you're looking to protect this black woman from her abusive boyfriend, which is an admirable thing, as she tells you something, at least in that moment, maybe you should calm down, pause, and figure out if you're the guy that's wrong, because it gets worse. Let's look at some of the things that DeeDee Anderson was going through that particular day, and maybe this was a good moment for her, despite all of this happening. Let's watch that.
When me and my dude was arrested on April 20th, 2022, we dropped off my truck to get service so I can go back to Louisiana to get ready for my sister's funeral, who was murdered a few days before. So as we're walking down the street, he wanted to love on me. He just wanted to make me smile. That man he never hit me. He never put his hands on me in a way to harm me. I didn't know once to make your old lady feel better about what was going on in her life was a crime. That man never harmed me. But as we're walking back to go pick up my truck, this officer, as you see, he drove across the intersection, and in the video you see me grabbing my old man, but what they don't see you is he jumping to me and me grabbing him, because it's their video, it was altered. And I'm grabbing him because I thought we were about to get ran over by the officer. Okay? He just jumped out and he attacked him, yes. And I'm upset because I'm already emotional from losing my sister. Now my old man is being attacked, so no, and because of this, I did not get to see my sister in her casket, but I did make it to walk her, because I was one of her pallbearers, to walk her to her final resting place. I sat in jail from that Wednesday and did not get out until that Friday morning.
Seems like police officers or anyone like this should be forced to watch the response, the humanity of the people that they continue to treat like animals. There's a reason why when people are upset that Donald Trump and other conservatives talk about people they hate and put them in terms.
Hi. So you saw the story, you saw the news report, and this is going to be an energy reading on Nikki, Alcaraz, Gabby, Petito, and DeeDee Anderson. So Nikki Alcaraz, 33 years old, or Nikki Cunningham, has been missing since May 4th, 2023. She was last seen in Moriarty, New Mexico. Nikki was on a road trip with her boyfriend, Tyler Stratton, after a domestic violence call in Moriarty, New Mexico, where no charges were filed. Police released Nikki and Tyler, and there has been no contact with Nikki's family since. Tyler has also, whereabouts are unknown. No body camera footage has been released by the Moriarty, New Mexico police. The news stations have not run Nikki's story very much, and there's not as much publicity on this case like there was the Gabby Petito case, but because of the similarities, it is being compared. Two girls, cross-country road trips with their boyfriends, domestic violence, all of the similarities are there. Now, New Mexico continues to have a high crime, murder, and violence rate against children and women, and yet their local news stations continue not to cover these missing person cases. I feel like there's bad local reporting in the state of New Mexico. And the Moriarty police have done what we have seen police departments around this country do over and over again, and that's not hold certain people accountable and decide who they apply the law to. And that's for only some people and not others. And people's lives are ruined, and women are being found murdered, missing. And after reports of, domestic violence, they're being found. There's, case after case that we see, and here's another one. Now, Gabby Petito and Nikki had visible injuries and witnesses, but no charges were filed against Brian and Tyler. And let's point out that Brian and Tyler are criminals. They are women beaters and they are thugs, but they aren't charged. They aren't even handcuffed when interviewed by police, and the state never presses charges against these men. Gabby was in Utah, Nikki was in New Mexico, and then we go to Georgia where we see DeeDee Anderson and her boyfriend, a black couple. And we saw the video on that. Now, they both have no injuries and deny fighting, but they are both booked and charged. So here's the thing. Where's DeeDee's justice? Where's her publicity? It's so hard to find any information on the couple from Georgia and anything that happened. There's no concern. There's no publicity. There's no media. And, this situation with that black couple in Georgia, just like these other couples, there is similarity there, but the difference is the way that DeeDee's life was affected and, emotionally, financially, the situation with her sister's funeral, all of the things that happened and how she was treated like a criminal. We don't even hear her story. And yet we see in the videos with Gabby Petito, God rest her soul, her whole situation, how she was treated. You know, Gabby Petito wasn't treated like a criminal. She comes out as the, quote, golden flower, right? That's what the police called her. So I just want to say, where's DeeDee's justice? Where's DeeDee's GoFundMe? Where's the media reports on her? You know, we have this system that is broken, and I don't know what we're funding. The system, it's corrupt. Crimes are continuing to go up. Murders are happening. Mass shootings are happening everywhere. These people keep coming up missing. Domestic violence is out of control, and the cops are choosing who they apply the laws to. And if you're a Brian, if you're a Tyler, if you look like this, the way Tyler does, you're not looked at as a threat. I mean, Tyler had a warrant for his arrest, and Moriarty police allowed him to leave after his girlfriend had physical injuries. Now, we see these situations happening over and over again, and now we're comparing Nikki's case to Gabby's case, and soon we'll have another case like this. And you know what? We'll have another case of racial profiling and injustice done to other black women also, with no publicity and no media coverage on that. But these stories continue to repeat. And the police, they're becoming incompetent here. The news channels are lacking investigative reporters. You know, they're all just news actors. The justice system is slow and corrupt, and we should be aware. Now, to Nikki's family, prayers. God bless you all. You know, we are all hoping for the best and for Nikki's safe return. And my advice, please hire a private investigator as soon as possible. Every time I do these readings, I continue to say, there's not a lot of resources out there. There's not a lot of help out there. And it is a matter of time before, you know, something affects you and you're out here trying to figure it out, and there's not a lot of help. And sometimes, you know, people don't have the money. So please start your GoFundMe. You know, pressure these news stations in New Mexico and everywhere else to run Nikki's story, to put her image out there, and start a GoFundMe account. And everyone out there, you know, if there's any information on that, please put it in the comments below. And let's donate to this family and get Nikki home safe. And that's all we can do. And let's all pray for the best. And let's send this family our love and our prayers and strength. And let's bring Nikki home. Nikki is 5'6", 160 pounds approximately, black hair, brown eyes. And she was last seen in Moriarty, New Mexico on May 6, 2023. She last sent a text May 8th, 2023 from Flagstaff, Arizona, where her license plate was tracked out there. But if you have any information, please call Moriarty Police Department at 505-832-6060. Now I will do the energy read of Nikki's energy. And I have to say, I don't feel her energy on the other side. Because this is an ongoing investigation. I don't want to give up too much info or speculation. I can only connect and read Nikki's energy and the energy around her. And the family also has the, you know, right to peace of mind and to not be stressed out with gruesome details and speculation through YouTube psychics and private, you know, wannabe investigators and stuff like that. So I do this with the most respect. And when I connect with Nikki's energy, I begin to see her aura. And her aura color is a very yellow, and then it fades to a green aura, and then there's some undertones of red in her aura. Okay, so this tells me the chakras that are in balance and the cause and effects. So the yellow would represent the solar plex, the third chakra, which represents self-esteem, pleasure, willpower, personal responsibility. And if it's in balance, this would cause low self-esteem, control issues, manipulative behavior, and the misuse of power. The abusive relationship with the domestic violence would cause the solar plex to show this imbalance in her energy. And that's what I'm seeing, and that's how I read. So Nikki would need to heal this energy. She would need to heal this solar plex chakra by improving her self-esteem, her willpower, and by taking more personal responsibility. Nikki's imbalance here would cause health effects and could contribute to her death. Now, as we know from reports and what she told her family, she wanted to work things out and went looking for Tyler the last time she was seen. So it is that low self-esteem and lack of accountability that is the problem in Nikki's energy, and it is affecting her life. You follow? I hope it's making sense. So we continue. So then the green aura, the change in the aura that then fades to green, represents the fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra. This represents love, self-love, and our relationships. If imbalanced, it would cause a difficulty in your relationships, depression, a lack of self-discipline. And so again, Nikki would need to heal this energy in this heart chakra by improving her relationship with herself, then with others, and then to focus on the love that she does have and the love that she deserves. Nikki's imbalance within her heart chakra would cause health problems of the heart and in the chest area and could contribute to cause of death. Now, some of the red energy undertones come through in the aura, and this is going to represent the root chakra, the first chakra, which represents the foundation of our lives, our safety, our security, and our stability. If imbalanced, it would cause fear, anxiety, and scattered energies. Nikki's imbalance here will cause health problems and mental anxiety for herself and those connected to her. Now we see all these energies are playing out around Nikki and her case. Again, the energies say that these are the energies that are imbalanced in some way and that are causing turmoil in Nikki's life. But I'm not saying that she's crossed over. I can't feel her on the other side. But I do feel the energy, and I do see misdirection and possible detours, maybe going to Mexico instead of California, or maybe Tyler himself went to Mexico, or is still in New Mexico. I get that feeling, and I can't really describe it. There's multiple locations here. They may have split up. But now we will see what the tarot cards say about the energies around Nikki and what the tarot cards say about her story. So we will see the strongest energies around Nikki Alcaraz, also known as Nikki Cunningham, and her story. We will do a basic tarot card reading for the energy around Nikki, past, present, future, as we connect with God and the Virgin Mary, spirits of love and light, the Holy Spirit, all the angels and saints, the energy around Nikki. So what do we have here? Well, it looks like in the past we have the World card. This is cycles completed. The World, things coming to an end. Good luck, though, there. We have good luck with the World card. Here in the present, we have the burdens with the 10 of Wands. Lots of burdens, lots of fire energy here. Anger, aggression, action, emotions of fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Burdens here in the present. Well, obviously, we're trying to get in touch with her and find her and Tyler. In the future, what do we have? Well, we have the King of Wands. More Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. King of Wands energy comes up being the King of Fire, making things happen, very fiery energy. Listen, bottom of the deck, listen, the devil. toxic bond here, right? As we talk about with the devil energy, this is obsession, this is greed, this is toxic bond, this is, could represent a Capricorn, of course, but it's also go, 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 and a need for money, and, energy of just a toxic relationship. See, these two people, they are tied to the devil, right? So let's verify here in the past with the World card. We have those cycles completing, though. This is the World card. The cycle is completing. There was some good luck here. Well, there sure was. Nobody got arrested, right? Like, let's verify this World card. And here comes the anxiety. So yes, it's the end of one cycle and a start of another, but here is this anxiety here with the Nine of Swords. We have that anxiety, and it could represent that perhaps success is yet to be won, right? Things that are left unsaid and incomplete, absolutely, because we're not sure where she's at. We're not sure where Tyler's at. So bottom of the deck, we have defeat, so there's fighting, there's a defeat here, there's jealousy, I'm tired of the fighting, I'm ready to just give up on the fighting here. So we have this energy in the past represented through the World card and the Nine of Swords. Let's verify one more for the past energy surrounding Nikki. And a Tower, boom. So something drastic happened, as we know, right? Because we know they got into a domestic violence fight. According to witness accounts in Moyorty, New Mexico, a truck driver literally pulled Tyler off of her. Her eye was swollen shut. So here comes that fighting. Here comes that tower. Yet Moyorty police let him go, let her go, separate the two of them, and she goes back to him the next day after a night apart. Yet he had a warrant for his arrest and nobody arrested this man. Amazing, right? Bottom of the deck, we have the Sun card. So still, love will always win, truth will always shine. This energy comes through, more Leo energy, more fire energy. Could even be about children. Now, there's a possibility about the children, right? About the dog, about the ties or whatever that bind. Could be those childhood issues that, aren't dealt with, the childhood trauma. And so you make these connections, right? Later in life, later in your adulthood, you have these relationships because of your own trauma that's not healed. So that's the past energy, which makes sense. Now here in the present, what do we have? Well, we have all these burdens, right? Well, of course, there's warrants for this man's arrest. We don't know where the hell he's at. We can't find her. We don't know where she's at. She hasn't contacted her family. There's been no sightings of her. I don't know. Let's see. Lots of burdens, definitely, right here in the present. But there's love. Absolutely. New beginnings. The universe coming down, giving that cup of love. We're going to go ahead and get his face out of here anyway. But giving that cup of love, a new beginning. It's her family, right? They want her home. They just want that new beginning. But this is also that love, that prosperity, that good luck, a lot of emotions tied around there. And a offer here with the Page of Cups, where there's apology, there's some kind of contact message, something comes through here in the present. Let's continue to see the present energy around. So there's a lot of burdens, there's a lot of concern, but there's a lot of love. There's a start for a new beginning, there's good luck, and the universe is bringing it down here. Pisces energy and more Pisces energy, Cancer, Scorpio, with the Six of Cups. So nostalgia, even though there's this burdens here, there's that good luck and there's that new beginning, but there's also the nostalgia, right? The memories, the links to the past. This is from her friends, from her family, from the people out there connected to it. Also could represent that whole connection, right? That nostalgic connection between Nikki's case and Gabby's case. Bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So generosity, we got people being generous, to the situation. Generosity, money could be given, things like that, trying to balance out that generosity here with the Six of Pentacles. So we have some generosity going on. Absolutely. I'm sure people are willing to, look or do whatever, and the family is too, of course. They're not going to give up on this. So a lot of emotions and emotional energies tied here with the burdens of the whole situation, right? Burdens and emotional new beginnings, friendships, nostalgia, ties, memories to the past. Absolutely. And work, there it comes. Putting in the work, people putting in the work, people learning, growing, could be the whole learning process that we're seeing through these similar cases, right? Could be the whole learning process that the family is going through, trying to find the resources and the things. Either way, they're putting in the work. That's what this card, a lot of work, working late nights, exploring the world, trying to get there. But there could be impatience, of course, and just the reputation of quality within a job could be questioned. Well, we should be questioning how the police are actually handling these domestic violence cases with these women and who they're actually applying the law to. So here comes the Eight of Pentacles representing that energy. And then on the bottom of the deck, I have the Fool. So here comes a new beginning. The Fool, taking a leap of faith. Libra energy comes through. But notice I have the World to the Fool, which tells me that cycles are completed. This woman has gone through the whole tarot deck within her life. You know what I'm saying? Within this relationship, there's nothing they haven't been through. You've completed the cycle when you've gone from the World to the Fool. So all the energy makes sense here in the present, but then in the future, what do we have? Well, we have this King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy, fire sign energy, King of Wands energy. We're talking sorcerer. We're talking someone who takes action, makes things happen. I don't know either one of them signs, but they could either be a fire sign, Leo's, Sagittarius, or Aries. Let's verify. And I got cards falling out. And next I have the King of Swords. Well, the King of Swords would represent Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. This is going to be air sign energy. King of Swords comes in. We're talking about logical, want the truth, nothing but the truth. I'm here to run the numbers. The accountant, the lawyer, the detectives, the people that are all about justice, right? Air sign energy comes through, wanting that balance, understanding the transformation along with the duality of life here. Nothing but the truth, nothing but action coming through with the King of Wands and the King of Swords. This could be law officials. This could be people around them within their family. This could be private investigators, things like that. This could be them themselves, air and water here. Air and fire here. Bottom of the deck, I have these Seven of Cups. So there's a lot of confusion, right? Emotional confusion comes in with the Seven of Cups. There's lots of different choices and options, and you got to make your choice carefully. Absolutely. Because we're working on this case and we see that a lot of confusion and things have already happened. So that energy is there. Let's verify these two kings. Decision. Partnership, fighting, decisions need to be made. So here in the future, there's still that energy that comes along here. Decisions need to be made. Could be a battle, could be a deal, could be trying to make the decision. I'm trying to balance it out. I don't know what to do, trying to figure it out. The Chariot here. Well, now we have forward movement, traveling, Cancer energy, more Cancer energy, but victory. Let's not forget the Chariot is victory. So the energy around, again, is good. So as I said, I don't feel her energy on the other side. I can read her aura. So there's victory here, but a decision has to be made. Now, whether that's between them as a couple represented by the kings, whether that's between, the law enforcement officials or even members of her family that are working on this case, a decision will have to be made here in the future. Let's verify future energy and temperance. So now we have more Sagittarius energy. So we need temperance here. This is patience, this is balance, this is fairness, but this is also a card of good luck. I have a lot of good luck on the board here. Learning to balance those energies with temperance. Bottom of the deck, we have heartache with the Three of Swords. Well, absolutely, there's heartbreak here. We're dealing with a domestic violence situation. We're dealing with the family who's, not been in contact with their loved one after a violent situation. But this Sagittarius energy that comes through with the Temperance card here in the future really represents that balance of that fire and water, air and earth, actual balance, and it can represent quarrels. It could represent competing interests. Well, we're talking about that, right? Domestic violence fights, similarities between Gabby Petito's case, similarities to DeeDee Anderson's case, okay? So the Temperance card will represent that, and it could be an unfortunate combination of events and people can be represented by the Temperance card. Corruption, can be represented by the Temperance card when it's negative, and it's also a representation of careful control of vital factors, and a successful conclusion, some kind of harmonious situation, because all elements here are balanced: earth, water, air, and fire. Somehow it works out, okay? A partnership, peace restored after a troublous time, influence in self-control and adaptability. As we were talking about in her energy with her chakras, what does she need to do? Well, it's all in the solar plex. It's all in the heart, which is what? Self-control, adaptability, self-responsibility, self-love. But this can happen. And the Temperance card is a representation of that. Yes, a decision needs to be made. But in the end, it looks like wishes can be fulfilled. Now, I have these two, on the bottom of the deck, I have the Three of Swords. There's heartache, there's pain involved, of course. And again, here comes that Seven of Cups, that confusion, a lot of choices, emotional confusion, a lot of things and opportunities and, ways to go about it. And not all that glitters is gold. There's emotional confusion here. There's heartache here, obviously. So we have that on the bottom of the deck. But let's focus on the fact that in the future, there is powerful, influential men that come in. Contracts, negotiations are all in this. A decision has to be made. Action needs to be taken. Logically, a decision is made, and it leads to, wish fulfillment, balance. Have patience, balance, fairness, temperance is there. Sagittarius energy. And so there is a lot of emotional burdens, work that needs to be put in, heartache, emotions, towers, all of this is here. But what we also have here is cycles completing and new beginnings and wish fulfillment. So again, if you have any information about Nikki, please call Moriarty Police at 505-832-6060. So halfway through this reading, there was an update that Nikki may have been spotted in Southern California. So everyone in Southern California, please be aware. And everyone everywhere in America, please be aware. We're on the right track. Obviously, the energy is reading that way. As I said, I don't feel her on the other side. For those that have crossed over, like Gabby Petito, let us never forget and remember her. God bless her and her family to this day. And I believe they have a nonprofit that is supposed to help people who also have missing loved ones. So, check out Gabby Petito's parents' nonprofit, donate there. Also, anybody know any information about DeeDee Anderson? God bless DeeDee Anderson and her boyfriend. Let us not forget and show awareness to the injustice and how the laws are applied differently. And let's bless DeeDee Anderson and start her GoFundMe, and make sure that her life wasn't ruined by these bogus charges. And let's also be aware that these cops are still out there picking and choosing who the law is applied to, so let's not forget that. But let's make the connections, be aware of it, help each other, and hope for the best, and heal those chakras, guys. And let's bring Nikki home so she can do the same, and so her family can have peace. But in the end, what I see here is temperance, balance, fairness, patience. It's going to work out. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.